Hello, my friends. If you are trying to restore your own credit, or if you are a credit restoration company, then this video is definitely for you. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you 6 ways of how to dispute. I'm going to show you how to dispute with the credit bureaus first, and then I'm going to show you how to dispute with the collection agencies, and then I'm going to show you how to dispute with the creditors. Now, what I'm about to show you, I'm going to show you everything that I used to do when I ran a credit restoration company. And I'm going to show you how to do it using our new Client Dispute Manager 2.0. All right, you ready? Let's go. So let me show you. So what I'm going to do right now I'm on the dashboard of the software right here. I'm on the dashboard. And as you can see, I'm on the dashboard of the software. Okay. And one of the first things we want to do is when we first do our first dispute using the Client Dispute Manager is we're going to come over to the Dispute Manager screen and we're going to click on Dispute Manager. All right, so when we click on Dispute Manager, it's going to take us to the credit score screen. Then we're going to go right to the credit bureau screen. So I already have a customer right here, and this is all fake data right here. So just think of this as being you working on your own credit, right? Or you are working on a customer's credit, for example, right? So what we're going to do here is the first thing we're going to do anytime you are working on disputing a credit report, we always want to send out the first initial dispute round to the credit bureau. So I'm going to show you how to do that. All right, so we're in the software. So what I'm going to do is we have Bank of America. All this is fake data. We have Bank of America. And the very first dispute letter I'm going to send is what I call the initial dispute. Now, this is what I call the initial dispute. Now, in this dispute, whether you're doing it on for your own credit or you're working for someone else, is that in this dispute letter, you are pretty much telling the credit bureau that there are items on your credit report that's inaccurate, incomplete, or just completely wrong, and you want them to investigate and fix this information on your credit report because it's actually damaging your credit report. So just assume that we prepared a letter here in the software, we picked a dispute reason, and we picked some instructions, and then we sent this letter out to the credit bureau, right? So the credit bureau has 30 days to investigate your dispute and then get back with you in the results. So I give them 40 days, right? 5 days for the mail to go to them and 5 days for the mail to come back, right? So a total of 40 days exactly. But what happens if the credit bureau does not respond to your initial dispute? Okay. What happens if you send out the letter and you wait those days and the credit bureau does not respond? Well, according to the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the credit bureau has 30 days to respond. And if they don't respond in that 30 days, then technically they didn't do their investigation and they have to delete the item from the credit report. So if they don't respond in those 30 days, here's the letter that you send out to the credit bureau. Let me show you. What you want to do is you want to go over to the response section right here. We're going to click on that. All right. And then you want to click right here and you find credit bureau right here. And then you click on here, you find the letter. Credit bureau did not, credit bureau failed to respond within 30 days. Now, this is the letter that you automatically send from the software that the credit bureau failed to respond within 30 days, right? So it's very, very simple to manage your own credit, or if you're working on someone else's credit, to manage their information right here in the Client Dispute Manager 2.0. We made it very, very easy to do that. So what we did really quick is that I showed you how to send out your first initial dispute letter to the credit bureau. Then I told you about the 30-day wait. And then what you're supposed to do if the credit bureau don't respond within 30 days, right? Then you go to the response section of the software and you send out a respond letter. Okay, so now the next thing I want to do is I want to show you how to dispute with a collection agency, like I said before. So say, for example, you see a collection account on your credit report that you feel that's inaccurate, or you say it's not mine. I don't know where this collection account came from. It's wrong, you know, this sort of thing. So I'm going to show you inside of the Client Dispute Manager 2.0, I'm going to show you where to go to send the first initial letter out to the collection agency. All right. So what we want to do is we want to go right here where it says collector, and I'm going to click on collectors right there. Okay. And then we want to go over here where it says general letters. And we want to send what we call the basic debt validation letter. So I'm going to click that. It's very easy. You can pick your dispute reasons, your instructions, and click add your dispute. And then it'll send it to the print area. But right here, I'm just showing this. So what is the basic debt validation letter? So let me explain what that is. So if you see something on your credit report, right, and it's a collection account and you're not sure what it is. So when you send this basic debt validation letter to the debt collector, it's just a general request for the debt collector. It's just asking them to send you everything, every item, any type of paperwork that they have on this particular debt. That's all it is. It's just asking them to send you information about the debt. Because what you want to do, because you're not sure of this debt yourself, what you want to do, you're like, well, why is this collection on my credit report? What is this? I don't believe I owe this balance. Like, why are they reporting that? So what you want to do is you want to look over all the information that the debt collector sent you, and you want to compare it with your credit report, right? You want to have your credit report up. You want to have the information that the debt collector sent you, and then you want to compare it. You want to compare it, right? To make sure that it's either accurate or inaccurate. So what you're doing, you're looking for problems that you're looking for things that don't match, right? The thing, like, for example, the collector may say that you owe this amount of money, but then you look on the credit report and you say, no, that's wrong, right? Like, that's not the amount of money that I owe, right? Or the account number may be wrong, or something that the collection agency sent you does not match what's on your credit report. And remember, with the Fair Credit Reporting Act states that that everything in your credit report must be 100% accurate, right? All right. So now we understand that. Okay. So you send this debt validation, this information request to the collection agency. They send you something basic back, right? They send you something basic back. Now, this is how you can respond to them if they don't send you what you need. Like, say, for example, they don't send you what you're asking for, right? So here's what you do. So what you want to do is you want to go back here to this section right here. We're in the collection section. You want to go back here and you want to click here and you want to send not sufficient proof letter. So you want to send this letter here where it says not sufficient proof. Okay. So what you're doing in this letter, you're telling the collection agency that what you sent them is not sufficient proof. Okay. It's not sufficient information for them to continue reporting the information on your credit report. And then from there, what you do, because the collection agency couldn't provide you with sufficient information in that initial letter, then you go back to the credit bureau and say, look, I asked the collection agency to send me some information. They only sent me basic information. They didn't send me sufficient information to substantiate the reporting on the credit report. And also, while I was reviewing the information that they sent me, I noticed that the information that they have is inaccurate, right? It's not matching the information that's on my credit report for this collection account. So I believe that the collection account balance is incorrect. Please correct or remove this inaccurate information off of my credit report. All right, so that is how you deal with a collection account on your credit report. And this is how you dispute it using the Client Dispute Manager 2.0. So like I said before, now the next thing I want to show you is I want to show you how to send a letter directly to the creditor, because the creditor is the furnisher. The creditor is the one, everything starts with the creditor. They're the ones who put the information initially. The debt started with the creditor. If you didn't pay, either they can put it on your credit report or they can sell it to a debt collector, and the debt collector can put it on your credit report. But say, for example, you have a charge off on your credit report. It didn't go to the debt collector yet. And you believe that the reporting date or the date last open or the balance that they have on the charge off is inaccurate, right? So you want to send a direct dispute to the creditor and you want to ask them for an investigation. So let me show you how that works. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to go to the creditor right here. This is the creditors. And we're going to go right here where it says dispute flow letters. And then we're going to click on round one. Now in round one, what you're doing, you're not disputing anything with the creditor. You're just asking the creditor for an investigation, right? So you're asking them to start an investigation. And then you tell them what the problem is, right? You believe that the balance on this charge off is inaccurate. And here's the reason why, creditor, I believe it's inaccurate, right? So you want to tell them that this balance is inaccurate. So what if the creditor responds back to you and they say that we believe that everything we're reporting on your credit report is sufficient and it's accurate. Now, what if the creditor responds back and say that? So what you want to do is your response back is you want to send this letter to the creditor. So this is the round 2 letter right here to the creditor. This is the round 2. And what you're saying in round 2 is you're literally asking the creditor to provide you with proof of their reporting. So, okay, creditor, so you're saying that you are reporting 100% accurate. Okay, so now show me, like, what proof do you have that the charge off that you're reporting on the credit bureau is accurate? So show me the documents, like show me the proof that I owe the amount that you say that I owe. Because see, I'm disputing the amount with you. I'm asking you for an investigation, and I'm asking you to investigate your reporting to the credit bureaus. So I don't agree with the reporting, okay, because that's my right. So I want you to show me the proof. Show me proof that you have, because you're reporting this. So I want to know the proof. So basically, guys, all you have to do is you send the initial first dispute round to the creditor. And then if they send you a letter back saying that it's accurate, then you send the second round out to the creditor and asking them for proof. Now, if the creditor can't provide you with proof, then you go back to the credit bureau and say, look, I asked the creditor for the proof. Well, I asked them in the first round and they sent me a generic letter, but then I turn around and ask them for proof and they could not provide this proof, right? So if they can't provide the proof, then how can you report this on my credit report if they can't provide me with the proof? And then what's going to happen is the credit bureau is going to start another investigation with the creditor. Okay, so there you go. So I've showed you how to dispute with the credit bureau, the creditor, and the collector. And I showed you some of the reasons on why you would do this and how you would do it. And I showed you how easy it's to do with the Client Dispute Manager 2.0. Now, this is good if you're trying to fix your own, if you're working on your own credit, or if you are a credit restoration company trying to help someone else improve their credit. And you can get a free trial. So right now, we're giving away a free trial, a free 30-day trial of the Client Dispute Manager software 2.0. And all you have to do is click the link below this video to start your free trial today. No credit cards required, free trial, easy access. I'll see you in the family.